Bumrah still on 377 for 9, which is remarkable actually when you consider that right at the start of his innings he played an extravagant hook shot against Stuart Broad that went steepling down towards fine leg. Zach Crawley got underneath it, took the catch, fell over, released the ball onto the outfield just before his leg touched the rope, and all that drama and excitement, the upshot was it was a dot ball in Andy Zaltzman's scorebook. There's a little dot there, but it doesn't tell much of the story. Close to being out, close to being 6. Could have got a run, decided against it. There we go, 377 for 9. Bumrah yet to score, Siraj on 1. Broad looking to wrap it up now. 1 for Anderson today, 1 for Broad. India resuming at 338 for 7. It's 377 for 9. Bumrah waits, Broad bowl, short, swung away, out towards deep back of square leg. And has the catch gone down, or I lost the flight of the ball. I have to say it's gone for 4. There's Crawley out there sliding away to his left-hand side. It was difficult to tell whether it was in the air near him or whether it just went past him. We might need the replay to clear that up. It's at the far end of the ground. The ball just seems to be following Zach Crawley around. Bumrah swipes, there's a top edge out towards Crawley, who tried to take the catch and it went through his hands and has gone away for 4. He'd grown from the crowd down there, who had a much better view of it in front of the old scoreboard. 381 for 9. Bumrah off the mark this time with another pull shot against Broad. Poor old Crawley. Here is Broad going into bowl to Bumrah. Another short ball. That's over the keeper's head. That's going for 4. Might even be 5 wides. It is 5 wides. It's a 5er. So a wide over the batter's head and over the keeper's head as well. So 9 runs in this over. All very useful for India's cause. 386 for 9. Zach Crawley be thinking about batting, but at the moment the ball just seems to follow him around and he can't quite get his mitts around the ball to take the catch or stay inside the rope or whatever. 3 we've had close to Crawley this morning. 386 for 9. Bumrah on 4. Waits for Broad. Goes into bowl to him now. Another short ball, and this is going down towards Leach. This might be going for 6. It is. How on earth did he do that? He's gone for 6 over deep third, and it's a no ball as well, and it's gone for 6. So that's 7 off that. He's had a 4 and a 5 and a 7. Andy Zaltzman be combusting. Has it ever happened before in an over?
I'll have a punt at no, Simon.
There was a swipe and a top edge over deep fine third. We've got Leach on the boundary. Thought he was in the chance of his second catch of the morning, and it sailed over his head, and then it was called no ball. 393 for 9. Surely this is going to end soon if Bumrah plays like this. Broad goes into bowl. It's a full toss which is swatted away down the ground. This is going for more runs. Quite a high full toss as well. It's gone for 4. And India piling them on in this over. 397 for 9. What was he trying there? Was he trying the Yorker that just slipped?
Well, I was just about to say that this short ball barrage has become very predictable, and Bumrah hanging back, waiting for the short balls, and of course Stuart Broad then tries the Yorker, gets it wrong, ends up just probably top of the stumps. Yeah, it was a high full toss, that one, and Bumrah stumped brilliantly well, smacked it down through long on for 4. It's seen a field change with Ollie Pope coming out of short leg into sort of a mid-wicket area, but with this field it's difficult for Broad to pitch the ball up because there's no real cover.
397 for 9. Broad goes in, bowls to Bumrah. Bumrah gets a thick inside edge on that. That's going down to the boundary for 4 more. The 400 is up. Well, that was a swipe inside edge past the leg stump. Crawley couldn't stop it on the fine leg boundary, and it's party time out there for Jasprit Bumrah. He's on to 18. 401 for 9. Broad smiling as he walked back. How many off this over?
24 off 3 legitimate balls.
That's me.
The first ball plus the 5 wides, and then the no ball that was hit for 6. That was 16 off the first ball of the over, essentially.
So we've had 3 balls in the over and 24 runs.
3 legitimate balls.
I've never seen this happen before.
It's the most.
24 off 3. 401 for 9. Broad round the wicket, bowls to Bumrah, has a swipe at that, falls over, it's going out into the leg side, and that's gone for 4 as well, out towards the Hollis stand. This is an incredible over. 28 runs off it. We've had 4 legitimate balls, and Jasprit Bumrah promoting himself to number 10. He's having an immense amount of fun out there, but this is quite costly for England. 405 for 9. I mean, he ends up on his backside, a bit like Rishabh Pant yesterday. But he still made very good contact. He very nearly knocked the bails off with his back leg.
This would be one of the most expensive overs in Test history. I'll try and get the full list.
Broad to Bumrah, down the leg side. Bumrah helps it away, down towards fine leg. This has gone for 6. I don't believe I'm seeing this. England have 2 fielders on the fine leg boundary. It's sailed over their heads. 411 for 9.
34 off the over.
34 runs off the over. There's still a ball to come. One of the most incredible overs in the history of Test cricket. You can understand the India supporters who are here today. They're absolutely loving it. There's still a ball to go. Don't tell me we're going to get more than 36 off an over in a Test match. Siraj was hugging Bumrah there. Well, I presume he's going to have a swipe at this one as well. Absolutely astonishing cricket. The field is deep set, I think it's fair to say. And this is the new ball. The 4th over with the new ball. It's a number 10, and just about everyone is on the boundary. 34 runs off the over so far. Last ball of the over. Broad goes in, bowls to Bumrah. Oh no, he blocks it, and he takes the single. And Broad goes for the run out, destroys the stumps at the far end. Siraj dives to make his ground. It's going to be reviewed. I think he's home. Well, either India are all out here for 411, or it's 35 runs off the over. 35 runs off an over.
That's the most ever in Test cricket, according to Cricinfo. Previously 28.
Well, astonishing cricket. We're just seeing the replay. Hold on a second. Is he home or not? Oh, I think he is, or just. He had to put the full dive in to get home. I think his bat's down. Well, great commitment from Mohammad Siraj to keep the fun going. Because I imagine that Bumrah's going to play exactly the same way against Jimmy Anderson. What a cheeky way to end the over. I mean, come on, Jasprit. Try and hoik it out the ground. You're going to get more than 36 and an over in a Test match. He blocked it for a single. I'm not surprised Andy Zoltzman wants to say something.
So the 35 off the over, including 6 extras and no ball and the 5 wides. Bumrah scored 29, which is the most a batsman has hit in a Test over, beating the record of 28 held jointly by George Bailey, who got stuck into Jimmy Anderson, I think, in
Perth, was
Perth.
it? Yeah.
And Brian Lara against West Indies. Brian Lara has been outdone by Jasprit Bumrah, who averaged 2 before the start of last summer's series, Simon.
The world has gone mad. Anything else of note, Zoltz?
Well, it was, I think, one of the most extraordinary things any of us have seen on a cricket field. A man who's just taken his 550th Test wicket, who's bowled over 5,000 overs himself. There's no substitute for experience. In all, there have been over 800,000 overs in the history of Test cricket, over 145 years, and none have ever gone for more than 28, and he's added 7 runs. Well, India have added 7 runs. There were 6 runs from extras, a wide that went for 4 over the batsman's head, and then one of the balls was a no ball. There could have been another no ball as well, so in a way they've got away with it. And to put it in context, Jasprit Bumrah at the start of last summer's series had played 20 tests. He'd averaged 2.2 in that time, and scored 43 runs, and he hit 29 in an over today. 29 from the 7 balls, so the 6 legitimate balls plus plus the no ball. He'd hit 5 boundaries in his career before last summer when he had a couple of, 3 really good innings in the 20s and 30s. 5 boundaries in 3.5 years, and he hit 2 sixes and 4 fours in 1 over from Stuart Broad. It was truly, and he's not both Jimmy Anderson, who conceded 28 to George Bailey in Perth in the 2013-14 Ashes, out of the record. So I don't know if we saw Jimmy. I didn't notice him celebrating at the time. And Brian Lara, who hit 28 off Robin Peterson, the South African spinner, who put up a tweet saying, "Sad to lose my record today," with an emoji suggesting that he's maybe not entirely genuinely sad. It was utterly extraordinary. From someone who had been statistically one of the worst batsmen in the history of Test cricket until this time last year.